And we're live. Greetings, friends. Welcome. Happy Saturday. Welcome to the Horse Show, featuring Buell, the Cremello Gold Dutch Warmblood. Eagles Pro says, hey, J Lash with the thumbs ups. Appreciate you, friend. I always know I'm going to have a great stream if I see your thumbs ups in the chat. Serena, regrettably, will not be attending tonight because she's living one day in the future, and it's Easter, and she's spending it with her family, as she rightly should. Never a Weekend says, howdy. Turtles says, howdy. Christian, greetings, says, howdy. Miko says, hello, Superantonio. And Sadie, hello, mods. Howdy, folks. Happy Easter. Happy Easter to you, Miko. And David is here. He says, hey, fellers. Greetings, David. Happy Saturday. Happy Easter weekend. What's for dinner? Christian says, hello, David. Miko says, hey, David. Serena, Eagles, J Lash, Never Weekend, Turtles. Christian. And David says hello to Chris and Miko. Turtle says hi to Miko. Christian says, howdy, Miko. Happy Easter to you as well, friend. And David says, there he is. Turtles says, howdy, David. Turtles and Miko, I am making a short on the alligator snapping turtle. Kind of a nature short. Look for that next week. We'll see how that does. But it was kind of fun. David says, pizza. I'm going to put it to the saloon music. The can music. In the saloon. It'll be funny. You know, because the turtle's so slow. We are going to hang out with Buell and the chat on Saturday. Did you notice my Sydney Sweeney thumbnail? It's an experiment. A lot of gamers are putting Sydney Sweeney in their thumbnail. Let's see how it does. Momo's here. Momo says, hello. Ben says, I've been lurking. Decided to make my presence known. Greetings, Ben. Christian says, David, can't ever go wrong with pizza. Hope you enjoyed it, friend. And Turtle says, cool. About the alligator snapping turtle. Yeah, those things are heavily armored. They look like miniature dinosaurs, at least in the game. I've never seen one in real life. Momo says, my favorite horse. And David says, fellers. It is a fine horse. It's one of the only... I believe you cannot rename this horse. It's always going to be Buell, like Rachel. And it's one of the only horses that I do not put a mohawk on because you cannot replicate that mane color. First time I saw this horse, fell in love with it. Fell in love with him. He's a gorgeous horse. A little slow for my tastes. Ponderous. Takes a while to get him up to speed. And I hate that you can't keep him for Arthur. Ben says, I haven't played Red Dead 2 in like 2 months. Used to like Buell, but I like realistic cowboy horses, such as the Appaloosa. I know what you mean, Benz. There's a level of verisimilitude when you use an Appaloosa or an American Paint or a Mustang. Let's take a closer look at Buell with photo mode. Also note his pink nose. Turtle says my favorite horse is my horse Tim Tim. He is a black Arabian. That's a fine name for a horse. Very charming, Turtles. We're joined once more by our co-host, Sadie the Channel Dog, who is fast asleep. She had a shower. She's nice and clean and soft and all tuckered out. Christian says, love the way John and Arthur talk to Buell about bucking off Hamish. Yeah, I like Arthur's, he softens his voice, regardless of whether he's good on her or bad on her. And he's very gentle with Buell. Ben says the brown leopard Appaloosa with blonde mane is stunning. That's my horse show submission. We'll do a horse show at 20K. Got his leg blasted off during the war. Turtle says, sleepy Sadie. Yeah, she gets the zoomies after her shower. And that takes it out of her. David says, my boys had chicken feet for the first time. Interesting. Can they eat the bones? I mean, is it bone in there or cartilage? How does that work? And what about the claws?
Enjoy the outside. Weren't sent too crazy by it. Anyway, I ain't got much to pay you with. You know, that's okay. You like fishing? You come with me someday. I know some pretty good spots.
Sadie had chicken breast for dinner,
Yeah, well,
and egg and rice, and carrots and blueberries. David says all of it. They just crunch it up. Wow.
You old dumb bastard. I'm gonna put a bullet in you. I'll see you again.
Now at this point, you used to be able to chase the veteran and knock him off the horse. But you can't do that anymore. It's been fixed. Moving on to the second veteran encounter. Momo says that's disgusting. Not if you're a dog, Momo. David says really crunchy for them. Ben says my dad got the smoker running for the first time, so it was ribs, barbecue skewer, shrimp, and green beans. Oh, that sounds delicious. I'd eat all of that. Miko says chicken feet is a common street food over here. And David says our breeds are raw meat eaters. And Turtle says chicken feet is good. Christian said, Super Antonio, what did you do throughout your day with Sadie? We played a game called I Chase You and You Chase Me. That always gets her very excited, a little overexcited. And we had lots of routine grass inspections and routine tree inspections.
Let's push off. I'll show you where we're rowing to.
Miko says it's commonly known as Adidas. Momo says people don't eat chicken feet, do they? Yeah, they do. People eat everything. There's a phrase in Chinese. I can't remember how it goes exactly. Something like the only four legs that the Chinese won't eat is a table. Turtle says, yeah, people do eat chicken feet and pig's feet.
Spent years working on that. Finding the right combination of feathers, twine, and glimmer. Making them, losing them, getting them right. Tried coins, shell cases, even a medal. Finally found something he seems to like.
The purpose of this mission is not fishing. It's bonding and conversation with the veteran, with Hamish. Learning about him, getting to know his story. And, of course, saving him. Turtle says, I ate chocolate-covered crickets. David says, from the rooter to the tutor. Momo says, my dad once ate chocolate-covered crickets. I've never been more disturbed in my life. Well, I was looking for chocolate-covered raisins on Amazon. I had a craving for them. I found the healthier alternative yogurt covered raisins, vanilla yogurt covered raisins. So I ordered those because it's basically going to taste the same, but Mr. Matty says, howdy. Greetings, Mr. Matty. Happy Saturday and happy Easter weekend. 14 viewers in the chat. Thanks for being here, friends. Appreciate you. Let's run the support text. Ben says, I was riding my bike for a few days ago and my foot got caught in my gears and I crashed and became pavement pizza. I'm sorry to hear that, Benz. Hope you're okay. David says, loved pig's feet as a kid, the spicy ones. I don't think I've ever had pig's feet deliberately, but, you know, I've had hot dogs, and that has pretty much everything in there. That has tails and nose in there. I've had hot dogs and ravioli.
You lost anything? It's just my rod. Would've gotten my toes, too, if they weren't wooden.
David says, you're a young un, Benz. You can take it. That's true. Kids bounce. Where's O-Dog, speaking of bounce? David, where's your cohort?
We'll come at him from the other way. Row over there.
Let's get him back to shore. Ben says, yeah, I'm fine. I've had a way worse crashes. I'm prone to them. You have to be careful, Benz.
I'm not so sure.
You need to
Our hopes are
need to take care of yourself.
lie with you. Cast back to where we were, and make sure to use that lure I gave you.
Jolly Rancher says, cow's tongue is the best. Jolly Rancher, greetings. Yeah, I've heard that about cow's tongue sandwiches, but, you know, regrettably, I've never tried it. I have had horse before in France. I had a horse burger. It wasn't in a hamburger form. It was just a meat patty and didn't taste like beef. Tasted like horse. David says, like upper class roast beef. Oh, that sounds interesting. I'd eat that. Turtle says, cow tongue is good.
Just a bit faster now.
I've just had plain roast beef, David. Lower class roast beef. With honey mustard in a sandwich. It's delicious. Ben says, I ride the BMX bikes with the trick pegs on the back, so that's mostly a big reason I might crash.
Speed that up a little.
Okay, Benz, you take care of yourself.
Just a little faster.
Turtle says, I've tried a lot of weird food. I've had ostrich and bison and rattlesnake and what else? Shark. Shark was delicious. Tiburon. I had shark tacos in Mexico City, David, and they were the most delicious tacos I've ever had in my life. Metro says, haven't gotten on Red Dead in a bit. Greetings, Metro. You have come to the right place. Neverweekend says, all of this food talk is making me hungry. Yeah, I'm always hungry. Neverweekend, I know what you mean. I had a BLT for lunch. It was delicious, but I wish it was a BLAT with avocado, but I didn't think about that till later. Jolly Rancher says, what is ostrich and rattlesnake like? Ostrich was really, it was chewy. It did not taste like chicken. It did not taste like beef. Rattlesnake tasted pretty horrible. It was deep fried and breaded, and I thought it looked like fried fish. I thought it would taste like fried fish. It did not taste like chicken. It did not taste like fish. It was flaky, but it had a it had a bitter aftertaste to me. I've also had bear. I had bear sausage, which was very greasy. And I've also had alligator, and I did not like alligator. Momo says, "Hey, Super Antonio, have you eaten deer meat before?" Yes, I've had venison. I've had a venison steak. That was delicious in a béarnaise sauce, which is a red wine sauce. Ben says, "Me and my family have found a cool Amish-type market close to my house. They sell sandwiches and great cut beets. Definitely my favorite is the buffalo chicken and roast beef on sourdough bread. That sounds delicious, Ben's." Turtle says, "Ostrich taste strange." Yeah, I wasn't a fan. Metro says, "Hello, Christian." David says, "Shark tacos in Ensenada, Mexico, on the beach." Yeah, that sounds like heaven. Metro says, "Where's O-Dog? He may be lurking." O-Dog, you never can tell with him. Turtle says, "Yeah, rattlesnake tastes bad." I pretty much just got it because I wanted to try it. Mr. Matty says, "I have had antelope and it was top notch." And Momo says, "What does it taste like?" I can only tell you what it doesn't taste like. It doesn't taste like fish, and it doesn't taste like chicken. Same with frog legs. I know frog legs are a delicacy, but that didn't taste like chicken. And I've had snails, and snails are kind of like oysters. The one time I had it, it was like they were like drenched in butter and garlic. So really, you just kind of tasted the butter and garlic, and it just had a very oyster taste to it. Christian says, "Hello, Metro." Never Weekend says, "I've eaten raccoon." I've never eaten raccoon. Jolly Rancher says, "I didn't even know there were so many types we can't eat. LOL, I want shark tacos now. They're delicious." Jolly Rancher. Turtle says, "Okay, well, I have to head out. Good night and happy Easter." Happy Easter to you as well, Turtles. Ben says, "I really like fried rattlesnake bites, and I've had meat and cheese nachos in Mexico. The cheese was called Chihuahua cheese, which is odd. I don't know what kind of cheese that is." Regrettably, Ben's. And Jolly Rancher says, "Snails are weirdly tasty." Yeah, leave it to the French to figure that out. But they figured it out during World War II because there was nothing to eat. So they were like, pourquoi pas les escargots? David says, "See ya, have a good one." Never Weekend says, "Raccoon is very greasy." Yeah, I can imagine. And gamey. And Buell wants nothing to do with us. Knock on the door for the last mission. Christian says, "Super Antonio, what's Sadie's favorite thing to eat?" That's a tough one. She likes so much. I don't, she likes hot dogs and beef jerky and beef jerky sticks and hamburger and steak, of course. It's easier to tell you what she doesn't like. She's very omnivorous. Basically, her favorite food is whatever I'm eating, which is interesting because she expects me to share with her, but she will never share with me, though I've never tried. David says, "What food do you absolutely hate the taste of?" For me, liver. Well, I do love pate. I haven't had pate in a long time. But I've never had like liver straight, like fried with onions, which is traditional. But yeah, I do remember. I can understand the consistency of liver is. Let me think. What food do I have? I have to think about that, David. There's plenty of food I won't eat. Ben says, "I used to hate sushi back then, but I love it. My family thinks it's disgusting when I offer them a roll. My dad likes sushi as well. Definitely cream cheese rolls are my favorite. I love sushi. But it's like one sushi I do not like is unagi, which is eel, which is usually grilled with like a teriyaki sauce, and that eel, the consistency of eel doesn't taste like chicken. It's very rubbery. I suppose it tastes kind of like squid calamari, but it's even tougher than that. And I don't like eel, David. Momo says, pizza is my favorite. Pizza is everyone's favorite, Momo. Well, that's not necessarily true, but lots of people like pizza. It is a fan favorite. My favorite. David, I'll tell you, I'll usually share whatever I have with Sadie. I'll give her a bite. I can't, so what I miss are onions and garlic. Because, of course, that's toxic to dogs, as I'm sure you know. But, like pesto, one of my favorite tastes of all time, my favorite pastas, don't eat that anymore. Because I don't want to not share. Ben says, I've never gotten food poisoning. I'm surprised because I've eaten a lot of weird tasting stuff. Yeah, food poisoning has more to do with preparation and spoilage. So if something's off, then you'll get food poisoning. It doesn't necessarily, if it's well cooked, your snake or raccoon or whatever, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Momo says, my favorite pizza is the stuffed crust with the cheese in the crust. Yeah, you get a little extra bite of cheese with the stuffed crust. DiGiorno makes a good stuffed crust pizza. I've had those before. I used to like their croissant crust. I haven't had one in a while. Jolly Rancher says, beetroot for me. Can't eat it, can't smell it, can't look at it. Well, I have had beet before, and I'm indifferent to it. It was okay. It's good. I mean, it's so good for you. It's loaded with antioxidants. But I was indifferent to it. It didn't trigger a visceral response for me. Never Weekend says, I got food poisoning from a chicken wing. Didn't want to eat chicken for a month. I understand that, Never Weekend. It's hard to trust food again. But mostly it has to do with cooking preparation. David has been, and shout out to David at Team Tahiti, one of the highest levels, who has been a member for 38 months. And David says, seems like yesterday. David, I couldn't do this without you, friend. I really appreciate your support and all the hard work you do, keeping these unruly bastards in line. Thank you. Appreciate you. And you also, David, you inspire me in terms of cooking and dinner. Very sentimental scene here. Note the beads on Hamish's jacket. The Native American beads. Ben says, I've been enjoying Freddy's. They have an awesome patty melt and chili cheese fries. I do love me a chili cheese fries. Let's get that guy. One shot between the eyes. Never Weekend says, Freddy's has the absolutely best steak smash burgers. I'm not sure what that is, but it sounds delicious. Never Weekend. 16 viewers in the chat. Welcome, friends. Happy Saturday. Did you come because of the Sydney Sweeney thumbnail? Let me know. Momo says, oh my god, I love Freddy's. Statistically, these Saturday horse shows are the best attended and best viewed live streams that we have. Second will be Free Roam Fridays. Third is Marston Mondays. Fourth is the Campfire Chat.
Come on, Buell.
And Witcher Wednesdays, that did okay. We got like 140 views. It got demonetized or limited revenue because of, you've got like, you can chop somebody in half and YouTube is fine with that. But if you have the hint of a bare breast or a bare bottom, that isn't even really it's like an illustration. It's a cartoon. YouTube's going to get mad. But I'm enjoying The Witcher, so we're going to keep playing. And as long as I'm playing, I might as well share it with you guys. Eagles Pro says, sorry I'm late. Eagles Pro, you never have to apologize, and welcome. Ben says, I wish I could buy some memberships for my favorite YouTubers. Sometimes I want to repay them, but I feel like a bum. No, Ben, all you need to do is show up, drop a like if you can, subscribe to the second channel, and, hang out in the chat, have fun. Really appreciate you being here. That's all you need to do. David says pro, and David says there's one kind of close to us, never been though. Never Weekend says it's just a normal burger made out of a cut of steak that's smashed down, hence the name Smash Burger. Sounds delicious, Never Weekend. Metro says Eagles, and Never Weekend says highly recommend it, David. Eagle says, I'm working on a video. So am I, Eagles. Well done, friend.
Yeah, good boy.
Sadie moved to her crate. Christian says, love what Arthur John says. Come on, Buell, let's go. When Hamish tells you to take Buell. I'm surprised Buell is smaller than the Piebald Tobiano. More elegant and refined. Look at that neck and, and head. But I do prefer the Hungarians. FBC Distribution says, hello, greetings, friend. Happy Saturday. Ben says, I really like Darth Superantonio. That channel drops some banger videos. Appreciate you, Ben. I'm having a lot of fun on that channel. It's more creative and performative for me. So it exercises a different aspect of my artistic muscle and allows me to just expand in different ways. And I'm having fun on the second channel. Having a lot of fun in this channel, don't get me wrong, but this channel is all about Arthur and gaming videos, and I'm interested in a lot more than that. Serena's here. Everybody say hi to Serena. Momo says, Christian, me too. Thank you, Momo. And Never Weekend says, Dutch Warmblood is a top 3 breed for me. That's an excellent choice, Never Weekend. Serena says, hi, Antonio. Sorry I might be in and out of premiere. It's Easter Sunday. Having family lunch. Happy Easter. Happy Easter to you, friend. Family comes first. Don't worry about us, Serena. We are happy when you're here, and we're slightly less happier when you're not, but you don't have to worry about us. You go enjoy your family time, and know that I appreciate you. Ben says, Tennessee Walker has always been my boy since day one. Love my Mahogany Bay Walker named Texas Ranger. That's ironic. And Miko says, happy Easter, Serena. Christian says, yeah, my only rule with Buell is to make sure no harm befalls him. Yeah, that's a good rule, Christian. Christian says, hello, Serena. Hope you are well, and happy Easter to you as well. Star Heart emoticon. Serena says, hi, Miko. Ben says, hey, Serena. Serena says, Hi, Christian. And hi, Eagles. Patricia Gardner, greetings, friend, says hello. Happy Saturday, Patricia. We're just kind of hanging out, talking about food and Buell. Serena says, hi, David. David has the star, hearts emoticon. And Serena says, hello to Patricia and Benz. Serena, what are you having for your Easter lunch? Kangaroo steaks? Hortus is here. Hortus says, hey, y'all. Greetings, Hort. Happy Easter. We're talking about kangaroo steaks. Well, I am. Serena says, hi, never weekend. And FBC Distribution says, when I get a Buell, I stable him and never... Okay, that's gone. Let's see. Ben says, whenever I get Buell, I use him as Arthur. For me, that's my headcanon as to how it ended. Yes, Benz, I agree. Buell is your reward for making it to Chapter 6. That's how I see that horse. He's not really meant for John, even though I will save him for John sometimes. Because he's such a fine horse. Serena says, roast lamb, roast potatoes, veggies and gravy, and roast chicken. Dessert, pavlova chocolate cake. That sounds delicious, Serena. I really regret that you didn't invite me. I would like to meet your family and hang out with you on Easter. And Sadie could eat all of that except for the pavlova chocolate cake. Serena says, hi, FBC. 19 viewers in the chat. Welcome, friends. Appreciate you being here. Jolly Rancher says, gosh darn it, that's the key to an Irish man's heart, Serena. Yes, Jolly Rancher, I agree. That's the key to everyone's heart. Really. Keep them fed. Keep them happy. Serena says, hi, SS. And Ben says... And to me, Chapter 6 is Buell's chapter, as Johnny uses Seal Brown Dutch Warmblood to look like the Red Dead 1 Warhorse or Rachel. Yeah, I like to use Rachel with John. Serena says, have I forgotten anyone? I don't believe you have, Serena. But don't feel pressured to say hi to everyone. It's just, I'm happy that you're here. Never Weekend says, ah, yes, my favorite Australian dish, kangaroo steaks. Yes, kangaroo steaks with a side of koala meatballs and shark tacos. They have lots of sharks in Australia. And chocolate-covered scorpions. Have I left anything else? Have I left anything out, Serena? Serena says, hi, Momo. And also, hi, Jolly, LOL. Thank you. Hortus says, I always save Buell for John. Gives you one more thing to do as John in the epilogue. I like giving John reasons to check in on Arthur's acquaintances. And SS says, yep, Grandma always said, a way to someone's heart is through their stomach. Greetings, SS. Happy Saturday. Appreciate you being here. Ben says, I like to think Rachel grew old at Beecher's Hope, since John calls her old in one mission, then he picks up the Warhorse in Red Dead 1 after getting arrested. And Serena says, ooh, don't like kangaroo meat, LOL. I love kangaroos. Yeah, Serena, what's not to love? I do wonder what they taste like, though. I wonder if they're available on Amazon, like frozen kangaroo steaks. I'm going to look it up now. Kangaroo steaks. You can get original all-natural kangaroo jerky for $15. And Tillman Meats kangaroo steaks, 1 pound, pack of 4, pre-packaged, frozen exotic, $187. I would just get some. For that price, I'm just going to get some Kobe beef. There's alligator jerky for $13. An edible zebra tarantula, Omaha steaks. And there's one here called People's Choice Beef Jerky, but I read it as People's Choice People Jerky. Jolly Rancher says, old Mary Todd is calling, so I guess it must be time for bed. Good night, cowpokes. Thanks, Super Antonio, for another live. Thank you, friend. Appreciate you being here. I do like your username, Jolly Rancher. Momo says, I have a theory about the warhorse in Red Dead 1. Ben says, kangaroos are freaky, man. They are deers who did prison time. They would box my ears off. Yeah, kangaroos are ripped. I don't know what you're feeding him down there, Serena. But your kangaroos are like very muscular. There may be something in the water, like Steve Rogers' super soldier serum. Where are we? David says, see ya, Jolly. Momo says, I think that the warhorse from Red Dead 1 is actually Rachel from Red Dead 2. And Serena says, where's beautiful Sadie, Antonio? I'm going to get her. I will bring her back here. She's in her crate, but I will bring her back with some potent canine bait. Momo says, which is why the warhorse is the default horse for you in Red Dead 1. Hup, hup. Hup, hup. Okay, here you go. Say hello to Serena. Say hello to Serena and say hi, chat. Hi, 18 viewers in the chat. Say hi to David and Kodak and Momo and Benz and Miko and all your friends. Look at all your friends are over here. No, look up here. Read the chat. I tried to teach her to read. I tried to teach her ABCs. There's Serena. There's Sadie, Serena. Okay, where are we? Ben says, I think all the horses are male in Red Dead 1, but Momo, but that's a cool theory. Ben, you are correct. They are all male. Neverweekend says, got some genuine Australia fried giant tarantulas. You know, I would assume that spiders taste like crabs. Because crabs are just ocean spiders. And crabs taste delicious. Sea urchin, David. I never really developed a taste for sea urchin. Serena says, get some genuine Australia. No, Serena says, Antonio and everyone, I've uploaded another video. Oh, that's good to know, Serena. I will watch it tomorrow morning. Kristen says, goodbye, Jolly Rancher. Serena says, I hate spiders. I am scared of them, LOL. And Eagle says, what should I do for Epilogue 2 of my free roam? What shouldn't you do, Eagles? Serena says, hi, Sadie, looking beautiful as always. Serena, Sadie says, you're looking beautiful as always. Christian says, hello, Sadie, you look beautiful as always. Thank you, Christian. She already returned to her crate. She's had enough of this streaming YouTube nonsense. Ben says, my leg gets tickled by the AC in my house. To me, it feels like a spider crawling up. I have a mini heart attack when it happens. And Miko says, I won't eat koalas and kangaroos or else Serena will throw a drop bear at me. And Serena says, Christian, we're thinking the same thing about Sadie, LOL. FBC Distribution says, what is your favorite handgun in the game? I like Flacco's for Arthur. I do like ivory grips. I like the look of those. Even the Cattleman with the hero grip. It's very pretty. I don't really use them for combat. So, right now we are using Jim Boy Calloway's because we got him with a glitch, and we're doing Horseman 9 currently right now. In case you don't know, Never Weekend says, Momo, your theory has been proven correct. They both have the same white back, left hoof. You can look it up and see for yourself. It's either that or Rachel was inspired by it. I believe Rachel was probably inspired by it. How could they not be? And SS says, yep, crabs, lobster, shrimp are definitely instincts. Yeah, I love crab, lobster, and shrimp. I had shrimp yesterday. Serena says, thank you, Christian. Ben says the warhorse in Red Dead 1 has 1 back sock mark, while Rachel has 2 in the epilogue. And Serena says, Antonio got more subs. How are you doing, Serena? I will look you up right now. Go to channel. Serena looking good with 444 subs. Well done. Well done, friend. Never Weekend says, Ben, she has 2, and FBC says, oh, okay. Yeah, I prefer a long gun for combat, and I just kind of use the handgun for show. We are getting chewed up. They do not want us. Finish Horseman 9, but we're gonna do it. Serena says, where's O-Dog and Doc? Where indeed, Serena? Probably doing Easter stuff with family. Ben says, yes, never has. Rachel has 2 back socks. Warhorse has 1 on left back hoof. And Never Weekend says, okay, never mind, my bad. Just heavily inspired. Christian says, Super Antonio, I have a new game you can try. It's called Days Gone By. I've heard of that one. I thought about it. You play as a biker in a zombie apocalypse, and you ride a bike, which you can upgrade. Graphics are good, and it's open world. Yeah, I've heard about that game. And Christian says, also no problem, Serena, with the Star Hearts emoticon. Hortus says, I assume you know you can finish Horseman 9 without crossing the river, though, right? I always like to ride into Blackwater and make it as dramatic as possible. Serena says, Christian, love that game. When someone else plays, I watch it, LOL. And FBC says, you can get a male piebald by doing a rampage at Blackwater. You sure can. Hortus says, I played Days Gone By last year. And Odog says, watching baseball, later hang. Odog, Serena was asking about you. Glad you're here. Appreciate you, friend. Happy Easter. Christian says, what's cool, Serena? I'm playing it right now. I love that game. Days Gone By. Or Days Gone. SS says, Red Dead Redemption 2, my most beloved game. 100% completion and won't admit how many hours I've played. Been searching for an open world game to tide me over until Red Dead 3 comes in 2035. You recommend Witcher? Yes, SS. I'm playing Witcher right now on Wednesdays. On Wednesdays, we Witcher. And pound for pound, Witcher is the only game that compares to this game for me personally. But you know, you have to like swords and monsters and dragons and armor, and really, what's not to love? The crafting in Witcher is far superior than the crafting in this game. Horse mechanics are certainly not as good. The world, the open world, has more encounters, and is, I would argue, larger than this world. Geographically. It is perhaps 15% less pretty as this game, but this game came out in 2019, and Witcher came out in 2010, 2015. Witcher 3. Let's look that up. Witcher 3 came out in 2015, yeah. Yeah, but it's a wonderful game. Highly recommended, and it is a cheap. Certainly cheaper than Dragon's Den Domain, which is $70, and you have to pay for your well, you don't have to pay for save, but they're nickeling and diming you on the microtransactions. And you can pick up a Witcher 3 Game of the Year edition with both DLCs for $20. New. FBC says, do you stream every day? No, not really. We're doing weekends, Friday through Monday and Wednesday. Serena says, hi, O-Dog. Christian says, won't lie, Serena, it can get scary. Yeah, Serena loves zombie TV shows and zombie movies and hates zombie games. What's that about? Horta says, Witcher is definitely a bit more janky. Yeah, I know, but it's a great game. I like it more than Red Dead 1. And Eagle says, Rachel did die. She died from a sickness, I believe. SS says, thanks you for recommending Super Antonio taking the Witcher notes. Taking all the Witcher notes. I've started dabbling in Fallout 4. Liking it. Christian says, FBC, to answer your question, Super Antonio streams every Monday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and now Wednesdays. Yes, on Wednesdays we Witcher. Hortus says, Dragon's Dogma. Dragon's Den Dogma. Hortus. My research into Dragon's Den, as you know, is what inspired me to return to The Witcher. 16 viewers in the chat. Welcome, friends. Appreciate you being here. Happy Saturday. Serena says, Antonio, I watched your Witcher video. Beautiful game. I will be scared, too scared to play. It's not scary at all, I promise you. Keep watching. You'll be happy. You get to play as a girl. I know you like that. How could you not? And Hort and anyone who's played Witcher, I have missed Ciri. I didn't realize how much I had, but wow, it sure was nice to see her again. Never Weekend says, Super Antonio, no, SS, how many hours do you have? I have just completed over 5,100 hours myself, and I've 100% completed. I love it when I find other appreciation for this wonderful game. That is quite an achievement, Never Weekend. Well done, friend. Horta says, none of the mix in Dragon's Den 2 are necessary and can all be obtained in the game. They're really a non-issue. Okay, Hort. I just like teasing you and teasing the game. Ben says, I would love to see Super Antonio play Dead Rising 1. The remastered version goes on sale for $5.99 a lot of the time. Such a fun sandbox. Is that a zombie game, Benz? Neomac says, hello, enjoy your streams. Are you playing live? Neomac, I am not. We're watching a video. Just a compilation of all my Buell videos. Hortus says, Ciri was a great character. She sure was, Hort. And she was pretty easy on the eyes, if you know what I mean. Even with that scar. Also, I love her, like, that zoom dodge thing she can do. Like that. Serena says, yes, I know I get to play as a girl. I keep watching Witcher. If I'm not scared, I will play it. Yeah, I highly recommend Witcher for you, Serena. You'll love it. Eagles says, Rachel died from the Skinner brothers. Well, that might have happened in your game, Eagles. And if it did, I'm very sorry to hear it. Neomac says, just completed the Legend of the East Satchel. I love doing that, Neomac. 99 of everything solves a lot of problems. Ben says, it's a zombie game, but you can use anything as a weapon, even a potted plant. Neomac says, hey, Star. Well, when you think about it, Potted plant is nice and heavy, and it's hard, and wouldn't want to get that close. I suppose you could throw it at a zombie head. I would prefer more of a ranged weapon when dealing with the zombies. Momo says, I doubt Super Antonio would play this, but I'd really like to see him play Sims 4. Highly doubt it, though, because it doesn't seem to fit his favorite game genre. Speaking of Sims, during the pandemic, when Animal Crossing came out, I was very charmed by that game and seriously thought about playing it for the channel. And that's a lot like Sims, except it's, you know, with animals. But you know, I'm still charmed by it. I love, you know, I just like the transactions and that strange language they speak, which is genius on their part, because you know you can, if you like make up your own language with subtitles, you don't have to worry about, you know, the game becomes international. But you know, ultimately, I didn't want to like, you know, figure out how to stream or make videos on it. The Nintendo Switches were like, that was like buying a PS5 back then. They were always running out, and it just seemed a little too childish thematically for the channel. But I was very charmed by it. Serena, you should play Animal Crossing if you get a Nintendo Switch. And let's see. Neomax says, I haven't played Red Dead 1. It's hard to go back with those graphics. Well, we're doing a Red Dead 1 playthrough on this channel on Mondays. I see it as Red Dead Light. And I like it because it really enhances my appreciation of this game. And I also like Marston's character in Red Dead 1. I like the man he became thanks to his tutelage from Arthur and Dutch and Hosea. Ben says, I love Dead Rising because it shows how panicked someone can be in that situation and having to step up, make your way through the story. Case files. And Serena says, when I don't play Red Dead or GTA or other games, I play Cities Skylines. It's relaxing. Have you made videos on it, Serena? That seems like a sim game. Eagle says, nah, I don't really know what to do about after Red Dead 2. Okay, Eagles. Ben says, I've spent so much time in Dead Rising. Sometimes I miss chilling and messing around with the zombies. That's an interesting sentence, messing around with the zombies. Is that like fooling around with the NPCs? Serena says, I love Red Dead 1, just finished the game. Red Dead 2 is still my favorite. And Neomax says, I'll try Resistor 1. Red Season Z Redemption 1. I'm not sure what Resistor 1 is. Neomax says, Red Dead Redemption 1. Need to finish the story. Okay. I like Resistor 1 better. Serena says, no, I haven't. I'm not sure if anyone would be watching City Skyline if I upload. I'm thinking of giving it a try to upload. Yeah, Serena, you should try. You never know. You might get a whole new audience, or that might be the video that takes off and goes viral, and then you turn into a City Skyline channel. You never know. You have to experiment. Eagle says, I meant to say, I really don't know what happened to Rachel after Red Dead 2. Well, you're not meant to know, Eagles. Even though canonically Red Dead 1 comes after, and John does not have Rachel in Red Dead 2 and Red Dead 1. Ben says you can put goofy Halloween masks on the zombies and they will walk around and not attack you. That's funny. David says AC Valhalla for Star Hearts. Yes, I agree. I would prefer you play AC Valhalla over Witcher 3, Serena. It's slightly easier, and you can full on play as your main character is a girl. She's a girl Viking. You can style her hair. You can give her really cool tattoos, and I think you would have fun. I know you would have fun. Serena says, I once accidentally sold Rachel. I would immediately reload a save file, your previous save file, because that cannot happen. Equal says, I actually liked that, Rachel. And Ben says, I'm willing to do a Dead Rising challenge playthrough on Xbox, but I have no idea how to record and put it on a channel. Yeah, I couldn't tell you how to do it on Xbox, but I'm sure it's just like recording on PS4. Hortus says, I'm looking forward to seeing the reveal of AC Red. Yeah, that looks interesting, Hort. Ben says, I sold Rachel in my first and main save file. I still have it auto-saved right after, so I'm stuck with that decision. That's hard, Ben's. Serena says, what's the actual name of the game, Antonio? Witcher? It's Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Don't get Witcher 1. It's Witcher 3. Hortus says, rumor it has 2 playable characters, a female shinobi and a black male samurai. Okay. Momo says, but on my gameplay, I still have her. Serena says, I love Rachel and Rachel loves you, Serena. This is another Horseman 9 where the sniper got us. A Horseman 9 fail. Never Weekend, SS says to Never Weekend, I have to go check the app, LOL. I pale in competition to you. I'm only at 1,021 hours. It's not a competition, SS. It's all about enjoying this world and enjoying your game. Serena says, okay, thank you, Antonio. Yeah, Serena, it's, watch a little more of the playthroughs. It's not scary. It's a lot of fun, but I think you would enjoy AC Valhalla even more. Neomax says, I finally got the Missouri Foxtrot in the mission with Albert Mason. The stats are better than in stable later in game. Well, congratulations, Neomac. That is technically my favorite horse in the game. Don't tell Buell. Don Constantin Popescu says, hey, what's up, Super Antonio? Greetings, Dan. Sorry, Dan, not Don. Dan, a great friend of the channel. Appreciate you being here. Shout out to the UK. 21 viewers in the chat. And happy Easter to you. Ben says, well, I have to go Easter tomorrow, and hopefully I will enjoy it. Love you all, and have a great Easter. You too, Benz. Appreciate you, friend. Glad you were here. Have a great weekend. Serena says, bye, Benz. Happy Easter. Love you too. And David says, later, Benz. Enjoy it. Yes, indeed. We will be doing an Easter campfire chat at 7 p.m. PST, where we'll just kind of hang out and talk about stuff. Food, what you had for dinner, horses, pets, dogs. Eagle says, my mom's birthday is tomorrow. Happy birthday, Mama Eagles. Serena says, hi, Dan. And Ben says, bye, friends. Mama says, bye, Ben. Dan says, thank you, Super Antonio, and happy Easter to you as well. With a cute little Easter chick egg emoticon. Christian says, later, Benz. David says, happy birthday to your mom. Yeah. I hope you got her something. You only have one mom, Benz. And when they're gone, you're going to miss them like you can't imagine. So appreciate her. Serena says, happy birthday to your mom, Eagles Pro. And Momo says happy birthday to Eagle's mom. Yeah, Mama Eagle. That's what we'll call her. Momo says my mom's birthday was last month. My mom's birthday was in May, and I completely forgot about it, and my sister reminded me, and then I got sad. What's that about? Eagle says, I got her a puppy, but I can't tell her yet. That's a great present, Eagles. And Kristen says, happy birthday to your mom as well, Eagles. And Serena says, nice, Eagles. How cute. A puppy. Yeah. That is a great birthday present. I celebrate, well, I don't really celebrate, but I mark Sadie's birthday in June. I just put June 1st on the vet, on the vet files. I mean, she was 6 months when I got her, so it's an approximate birthday. But, for me, every day I celebrate, having her. So it's nothing special having her in my life. Now, technically, for the last hour, we are just going to field test the Cremello Gold Dutch Warmblood. Neverweekend says, SS, most of my hours are from me starting so many new playthroughs just to keep exploring and finding new secret encounters. There are so many, it's unbelievable. I just love Western history as well. Yeah, I agree. But you know what? Hate to tell you that, but there are more encounters in The Witcher 3. Hortus, won't you agree? Or it may be that I just know this game so intimately and I know every encounter. And it just seems like there are more random encounters in The Witcher 3. To me personally. SS says, love that you named her Sadie. Well, technically, SS, that's a funny story. She was already named Sadie when I got her. That's one of the reasons I thought that this was just meant to be. I don't think she was named after Sadie Adler. But that was her name. And I was like, that's perfect. That's the perfect name for her. Serena says, I played so many playthroughs. I still love the game. Red Dead 2. Yes. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with me not being able to move on from this game. I can't quit this game. Dan says, time for me to get ready for work. It's 4 a.m. here in England. All the best. Everyone have a blessed day. Dan, I appreciate you being here. I understand, it's shout out to the UK. I especially appreciate you being here with a time zone difference. You have a great day at work. You have a great Easter, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Appreciate you, friend. Thanks for being here. Christian says, I feel like everyone saw Arthur died. They went back and made a new playthrough so they could continue with being as Arthur. That's what I did. First playthrough, Christian. That's exactly what I did. And then I decided I loved this game so much I started this channel. And here we are. David says, have a good day, Dan. It's water. Hosting a live stream is thirsty work. Serena says, amazes me, Dutch says to Arthur and the gang, I think no man left behind. Dutch leaves Arthur behind. Eagles flies saves Arthur. Dutch also leaves John behind. Twice.
How are you,
SS says to Never Weekend, since Red Dead 2, I have gotten down such a rabbit hole. Oh, okay, rabbit hole emoticons with spaghetti westerns. I never liked them until Red Dead 2. Freaking Doc Holliday. And of course, the history too. Yeah, I love the history. This is this is our American mythos. This is our contribution to the world. You know, we don't have knights, we don't have samurai or ronin, but we have the equivalent with the cowboy and the six gun and the horse and the open world, the open range. SS says, wow, I had no idea about Sadie, even more special. Yeah. Yeah. Serena says, and John too leaves behind. Yes, indeed. Yeah, I got Sadie literally at my father's funeral. I was walking an aunt back to her car, and she asked me if I wanted a dog. So I said maybe, and so she said she's a medium dog. She's 6 months old. She's too much for me to handle because she's half pit bull and half lab, and her name is Sadie. And so I was like, and she showed me a picture of her, and I was like, yeah, I'll take her. I want her. Yes, yes, please. And that's how I got Sadie in my life. So I feel, because the auntie was my my father's younger sister, I feel that she was a gift from my father, and that's kind of making me tear up. So I'm glad you can't see. But yeah, sorry friends. I get emotional at odd times. It hits me, and it's odd that this happens on stream. It's awkward. What's that about? Okay, I'm better now. Christian says, another mystery that will stay unsolved or will be solved. Serena loves to watch things with zombies, but is too scared to play a game that has zombies. It's like Super Antonio says, what's that about? Yes, Serena, what's that about? Eagles Pro says, oh, Serena, I did make a video, but not new. And SS has the heart emoticons. Yeah, it's like grief is I've never really expressed it fully, and so it just overwhelms and surprises me sometimes. Even though it's been 2 years. It's been 2 years since my father died, and 3 years since my mother died. I'm technically an adult orphan, like Batman, like Bruce Wayne. But I don't think criminals fear me, regrettably. Eagles says, and I have new subs. Well done, Eagles. The second channel is picking up subs. What are we at? We are at 675. Thank you, friends. Yeah, they kind of trickle in. But, you know, I'd rather have them trickle in than not appear. David says, hey, my friend, you don't have to turn away or cut the lights around us. I feel the same way about my boys. Yeah, yeah, I'm sorry, David. I just got a little embarrassed. Because, yeah, you know, when, you know, it comes in waves and it just overwhelms me. And I don't know what to do. I don't know how to react. And that's that's the first time it's happened on stream. Surprised me. Now we are going to go get the Perlino with the with Buell. And this is I like this route, the railway route, because you avoid most of the Murphy encounters, and it's a pretty straight shot. You just have to you have to watch out for trains, of course, and the cougar. Serena says, "LOL, Christian. I don't know. It scares me. I scream playing out horror games sometimes. Red Dead scares me. I love Red Dead." Never Weekend says 676 now. Oh, thank you, friend. I appreciate you. I'm having a lot of fun in that channel. Serena says, "I know Eagles Pro. I watched it. I gave you a like." And Serena says, "Well done, Eagles Pro, on more subs. You'll get more." Yeah, it's just, you know, you have to be consistent. The algorithm loves consistency. Christian says, "Right on, David. Super Antonio, it doesn't matter about your feelings. We will never judge you. We are your supporters and will never make fun about you or your feelings." And the Pulp Fiction poster fell. There we go. Thank you, Christian. Appreciate you. I say that a lot, but I do appreciate all of you guys. Well, that was a first, though. I've never teared up on stream before. Horta says, "I actually have a couple short Witcher 3 videos on my channel now that I think about it. Haha, just remembered that. I didn't know you even had a channel, Hort. I'm going to the channel now." Horta says, "Live PS4 broadcast and slaying monsters. Well done, Hort." Sharpshooter 8, easy. A quick little line. Shredders, Arthur tells John he's not short on fantasy. Looking good, Hort. I like your what's this little beagle here? I love beagles. That's a cute little dog, Hort. Never Weekend says, "We appreciate you, Super Antonio." Never Weekend, I appreciate you, friend. SS says, "Pulp Fiction, such a great movie. So quotable, almost as quotable as Red Dead 2. Haha. Yeah, regrettably, most of those quotes are not fit for this channel. But I did do some, actually, I don't think I've done any of those, but I've done a lot of Tarantino quotes on the second channel. I've kind of avoided Pulp Fiction just because it's so popular. Royale with cheese, you know, and it's everyone knows the Pulp Fiction quotes, and I like the more obscure Tarantino quotes. Horta says, "Had to record that because someone claimed it was cut content." And Christian says, "I also love Days Gone because it can be peaceful sometimes, but still not enough for Serena. Super Antonio, she would scream if a zombie would run at her and probably close the game immediately." Yeah, but it would make a great video. She'd get more subs. And Serena says, "Be right back, beautiful friends." And Christian says, "Okay, Serena, we will wait for you." And Never Weekend says, "I love your Red Dead poster you have up. This one here is an unlicensed Chinese knockoff. You can get them from Amazon. Just search Red Dead Redemption 2 movie poster. It's relatively cheap. It's under $20, but you know, you have to wait because it's coming from China. And it's printed on vinyl, which I was very impressed with. And I got it because, well, you know, I got it because it's Red Dead Redemption 2, but I have a collection of movie posters which I keep wanting to make a video on, and I haven't yet. But it's like my decorating theme probably is just movie posters. So a Red Dead Redemption 2 movie poster just seemed to fit thematically. Eagle says, I've been trying to get 1,000 subs, but nobody is watching. The subs will come, Eagles. But it comes at your, on its own schedule. You gotta just be consistent with your uploading and pay attention to the videos that do well and make more videos like that. Take a look at the thumbnails that do well and make more thumbnails like that. Copy the thumbnails of your favorite YouTubers and copy the videos of your favorite YouTubers. Never Weekend says, I need to watch The Hateful Eight. Never Weekend, that is my absolute #1 favorite Quentin Tarantino movie. Very quotable. I have a couple movie quotes on the second channel from that movie. Christian says, Super Antonio, another thing I wonder about you, where are you from, if you don't mind answering? I'm from Hawaii. I am Japanese and Chinese and Filipino and Scottish. So, just like Sadie, I'm a mix. There's a floorboard here, but I think we already got it. Moving on. Christian says, well, that's a lot from you, Super Antonio. That's cool. Always love learning something new about you. You could make a short and put some things we could know about you. 5 things you don't know about Super Antonio. Yeah, I suppose I could, but... I like putting the game and Arthur first, even though I call the channel Super Antonio. I don't like, I'm happy to answer questions, but I don't like talking about myself, which is ironic because all I do is talk. But I'm talking about Arthur and horses, and the game. And look at our honor compared to bad honor Arthur. David says, and 10 things you wish you didn't know, LOL. Yeah, David, that's more like 100 things.
There we go.
Never Weekend says, Hawaii is beautiful, but I've heard that when it rains a lot. Yeah, but it rains torrentially, but it stops just as fast as it starts. And the rain is, I love the rain. It's just part of island life. Christian says, haha, David. David, appreciate you being here, friend. We were going to go a little longer. I was going to go for 2 hours, just so you know. So we got about 40 more minutes. And I'm doing that because the horse shows are the most popular live streams that we have right now. And I've got a lot of footage on Buell. Christian says, still wouldn't matter to me, Super Antonio. I would watch any of your videos and give you a like. Appreciate you, Christian. And SS says, you have helped me many times in gameplay, Super Antonio. Just curious, what was your and everyone's most difficult challenge? For me, it was Weapons Expert 6, those darn dynamites. Most difficult challenge, Gambler and Bandit. $50 worth of Bandit, which challenge is that? That's difficult. You know, and Gambler is just a slog. And probably my most difficult challenge for me personally is Herbalist 10. Simply because there's not a checklist in game and you have to keep track of it manually. Never Weekend says, I've also heard that they have their fair share of shark tacos down there as well. Well, you can get shark related food, not necessarily tacos. Shark ceviche, shark sashimi, shark sushi. Momo says, my most difficult challenge is finding those dang blue jays for Mrs. Hobbs. Fort Brennan will get you all the birds you need. Also, and I'm surprised I know this, the Appleton Lumber Company, that site, there are blue jays there. Momo says, they're so tiny and hard to see. Yeah, just shoot every bird and look later. Shoot first, collect. And collect later. Never Weekend says, SS, the Domino Gambler Challenge had me on my knees. It was terrible. And SS says, haha, yes, those blue jays. Christian says, Super Antonio, I love when I get any notifications from you. It says, peaceful waterfall, and I give it a like immediately. Yeah, we're doing ambient shorts at noon every day. And by ambient, I mean just interesting views from the game. Set to music, also from the game. Or sometimes just in-game. Just the in-game audio, if it's peaceful, like bird song or something. Christian says, also a 2-hour stream. Hope you don't start yawning. Well, I started crying. After that, I'm grateful for a yawn. David says, it's still early for him. You know who it's not early for? Sadie. What's that about? But you know what I always say, a tired dog is a happy dog. I've been watching this show. It's they made an American version of it, but I'm watching the UK version. It's from like 2010-ish. It's called Being Human. And it sounds like a joke, but it's a vampire and a ghost and a werewolf that all live together in a flat in England. And it's kind of funny, but it's, you know, it's serious. It's a drama. And just about the logistics of a vampire, a ghost, and a werewolf all living together. But it's on Amazon. Highly recommended. Being Human. Because, ironically, they're not, but they want to be. Christian says, Super Antonio, I won't even lie. I bet Sadie loves you because you always take her out. And has she ever given you problems like recently? No, she's never given me any problems that I can think of. When I got her, she was teething and she had a lot of bad habits. but you know, it was easy enough to like to train those bad habits out of her. Yeah, she's not naughty. When she was teething, she would chew on everything. She was like that little kid from a series of unfortunate events, and that was kind of funny. She was chewing on the floor, but I was living in my parents' house at the time, and we were refinishing it. So you know, like we were doing a massive rehab, and so I just let her tear it up. SS says, haha, yes, Never Weekend, the domino challenge, the poker challenge too. For me, hands down, was the darned. Horta says, I think I know of that show. One of the characters was played by Sam Witwer, who voiced the main character in Days Gone. Okay, yeah. Sam Witwer. I think he played the vampire. Oh yeah, Hort, you're talking about the American version. That the Sci-Fi Channel did a version of it too, which is a shot-for-shot remake. Kristen says, Super Antonio taught Sadie right from wrong, but when it's bad on her stream, she starts to bite the floor and not even look at the chat when we ask about her. Yeah, she hangs out under the desk. But even that won't do for her now. She wants to, she's in her crate. This is an excellent scripted opportunity for 3-star wolf pelts. Momo says, what was the name of that movie? It's a TV series, Momo. It's a BBC TV series. It's called Being Human, and it is on Amazon Prime right now. Yeah, that's the one with the vampire, ghost, and the werewolf all living together. It's a drama. A supernatural drama, if you will. Someone was asking about the legendary grizzly belt buckle. How do you get that bone thing on your belt? Was the comment. And I keep wanting to answer questions on the second account, because that would be good for both the second account and for the algorithm. But I keep forgetting. Serena says, sorry, beautiful friends, I'm back. Serena, you never have to apologize. And appreciate you being here. Christian says, so Super Antonio, how did your day go and what did you eat today? I had a BLT, bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwich. And it was delicious. But I wish it was a BLAT, a bacon, lettuce, and avocado tomato sandwich. Kristen says, don't mind Serena, we all get busy, but we are glad you are back. And I had some oatmeal. I had some oatmeal with almonds, raisins, and blueberries. What did you eat, Christian? Serena says, thank you, Christian. I had to help set the table, having lunch, waiting for more family to arrive. Oh, that sounds fun, Serena. Christian says, had Panda Express orange chicken and rice. That's delicious. I've had Panda before. Not lately, but I do love an orange chicken. Serena says, love the snow in this game. Yeah. Yeah, especially with a white horse. I just wish there was more to do up here. I mean, technically, maybe a moose or an elk, but you can get elk, you know, farther south. And there's a wolf, there's a couple wolf encounters. And of course, Tucker and his friend. Momo says, I had McDonald's for dinner tonight. And Hortus says, orange chicken is my go-to. I wouldn't think orange chicken is spicy enough for you, Hort. Serena says, same. Wish more missions to do in story mode. In the snow. Or even just more NPCs up there. I mean, I wish there was like a town up there. Serena, how many people are showing up to your Easter event? And did you dress up? Are you dressed up for Easter, Serena? Are you wearing one of those hats? Christian says, also, Super Antonio, for the next 2 years, I will have to be careful. Since I got my braces, I get scared that my braces will break. Yeah, be careful, but you're going to have a fine smile afterwards. Serena says, yes, I would love a town in the snow. Yeah, they had like something up there. Just a reason for NPCs to be traveling back and forth, you know, and another, you know, another sheriff. Another game of some sort. Another bath lady situation. That'd be fun. I have a short on Micah's gun, collecting Micah's gun. Post-game in Red Dead Redemption 2, and that will be available. It's all already available to members, David, but it will be available to the general public at later this weekend, I think. Let's do Horseman 4 with Buell. Never Weekend says, yeah, there's only one stranger encounter and a gunslinger side mission. Yes, Flacco and Tucker's friend. And ironically, it's they're both at Cairn Lake. What's that about? Serena says, I'm wearing Easter bunny ears. Big family, around 20 people. Just family. Others couldn't come. Just 20 people. Just 20 people is a clan, Serena. I mean, appreciate you being here, but that is a lot. Can you fit them all in one table, or are you like setting up a bunch of tables? That'll be fun, seeing all those people. Seeing all your family. It's mean, but I really like how these guys scream when you drag them. It's the same scream they do when you set them on fire. You can cast spells in Witcher 3, and one of my favorite is Igni. where you can like blast someone with a fire blast. I use that a lot. Hortus says, would have been cool to have a stranger mission with someone in the cabin at Barrow Lagoon. Yeah, you've got that grave, and, you know, it's like Golden Hell. There's a story there that they never did anything with. Serena says, yes, tables outside and back veranda. It has shelter. We are eating outside. Well, that sounds fun. That sounds nice, Serena. When is that happening? In 20 minutes? Because the stream will be over in about 20 minutes. And Arthur said something in Arabic. Greetings, friend.
Okay,
Thanks for being here.
let's go. That's it. Yep.
Just hanging out with Buell.
Right, boy. Real good.
Oh, Arthur said salam or greetings, Arthur. That's Google for you. Arthur says this is Persian. Shout out to Persia. Serena says, yes, probably around 30 minutes. Plenty of time to talk to you lovely people till then. The Prince of Persia. Anyone played that game? Prince of Persia. Ubisoft. Serena says, what's everyone doing for Easter? I am meeting my aunt and my sister and my nephew. And we'll go have brunch somewhere. So nobody's cooking. Nobody really cooks in my family. Well, not on that side. Not on my mom's side. On my father's side, those are the cookers and the barbecuers and the feasters. David says, don't celebrate. Well, as long as you're not working, David, so you have the day off. Christian says, I really don't know, Serena. Just do an Easter hunt. And Christian asks, and why is that, David? He might be working, Christian. David's one of the hardest workers here. Arthur says, anyone knows anything about Iran? I don't think we do, Arthur. And Serena says, hi, Arthur. Have a sugar cube.
Yep.
David says, just don't. Did it for my kids when they were wee little, but they are grown now. And Serena, yes, Iran is a country in the Mideast. Neverweekend says, is it just me, or do the better-looking horse coats always get dirty quicker? It is not just you, Neverweekend. They get super dirty all the time. I feel like my white Arabian always gets so darn dirty. Yeah. Same with the same with this horse and the silver dapple. Serena says, fair enough, David. And Eagle Pro says it's in Asia. Arthur, I appreciate you being here, but on this channel we kind of just talk about the game, Red Dead Redemption 2. And we don't get political. We have no time for politics. Serena says, having roast lamb, potatoes, veggie, gravy, roast chickens, pavlova chocolate cake, and other foods. Yeah, that sounds delicious, Serena. And we talk about food. Christian says, sounds very good, Serena. And Serena says, thank you, Christian. And Christian says, wish I could have some. Eagle says, I gotta go. Okay, Eagles, you have a great Easter and a great weekend. And I appreciate you being here. Christian says, goodbye, Eagles Pro. And David says, later, bro. Serena says, there's plenty to go around for all you lovely people. Cruz says, this is a long stream. I'll sneak in late and take a seat in the back, LOL. Greetings, Cruz. Happy Saturday. We're going for another 15 minutes. Statistically, the horse shows are the best attended and the best viewed live streams that we do on this channel. So I thought we would lean into it and give you a little extra. Plus, I have a lot of Buell footage for you. SS says, thanks for being humble, Arthur. Be safe and well. Serena says, okay, Eagles Pro. Happy Easter. Bye, friend. And Christian says, no problem, Serena. Hope you can save some for Super Antonio. Or not. He will become hangry. Well, yeah, I do get a little hangry, regrettably. Low blood sugar. Serena says, hi, Cruz. David says, Cruz. Never Weekend says, see ya, Eagles Pro. And Christian says, howdy, Cruz. Serena says, LOL, Christian, yes, heaps for everyone. Momo says, I'm leaving the live stream, but I'll be right back. We got about 15 more minutes, Momo. Don't ever feel that you need to don't feel pressured to attend. Come and go as you wish. Cruz says, hello, everyone. And Serena says, okay, Momo. Thank you, Christian. Arthur says, we are fasting now in Iran for Ramadan. Yeah, and all we do is talk about food on this channel. I apologize, Arthur. 15 viewers in the chat. Welcome, friends. Happy Saturday. Miko says, I'm not surprised. We love the horses in this game. And Cheshire Flame says, hi, greetings, Cheshire. Cruz says, Kareem Ramadan. And Arthur. And Momo is back. Sabina says, I love all the horses in the game. Wish I had all of them. Well, you technically do. You can, but you know, you only get 4 at a time. And Serena says, "Hi, Cheshire." And Cruz says, "I confess I never had Buell as a steed. Is that weird?" It is kinda, Cruz. He's a very popular horse. Christian says, "Hello, Momo. You have been missed, even though we just talked about a minute ago, but still you're missed. Welcome back, friend." Christian, don't tell me how old you are, but tell me if you are 18. And we're off to Rhodes. Arthur says, "Who is playing the game? Your hands are free." I am showing you video footage of Buell. This is my gameplay. I'm live. The video is not. Cruz says, "I did the missions and was gifted him, but never took him out for a venture across the map. Maybe he missed out." Well, you know, to each to his own, Cruz. Serena says, "Arthur, Antonio has magic hands." Well, I have the handless PS5 controller that Sony had me beta test. Serena says, "I love Buell. Buell loves you." Cruz says, "Oh no, the railroad tracks must put a lot of pressure on Buell's knees." Yeah, but it's the fastest way to traverse the map. And it's nothing some horse tonics won't cure. And a brush and a sugar cube. Christian says, "I thought I told you, Super Antonio, I'm young. I don't mind telling you my age. What you would call the troll stage, but I don't like to troll. I'm 13, turning 14 in 2 months on April 29. Okay, well, I appreciate you telling me, Christian, and sharing it with the chat. And regrettably, that's just a little too young to be a mod. I would have made an exception in your case if you were 16. But I like my mods 18 and over. But you were acting... we'll make you a junior mod. Serena, make a note of that. And David. Christian is a junior mod. He's on mod probation. But I don't really want to give you a wrench until you're at least 16. But I appreciate you, and I'm happy to have you here. Cruz says, "It's just the Arabian stats that are always my go-to horse." And Serena says, "I feel bad for the horses in this game. You take really good care of your horses." Arthur says, "The owner of this channel is so humble and friendly." Well, I appreciate you being here, Arthur. And Serena says, "Cruz, I love my Arabians." And Serena says, "Okay, Antonio." Kristen says, "Yeah, no problem, Super Antonio. I don't think I would work out as a mod. I don't think it would really suit me, though." Never Weekend says, "Mod probation." Christian, you're acting like a mod. You are. The way you handle the chat, the way you interact with the chat. And you're a valued member of the community. And stick around, because we'll be here in 2 years. I'm not going anywhere. I love this game. I can't imagine getting tired of it 2 years from now. I didn't get tired of it 2 years ago. David says, with great power comes great responsibility. Very well said, David. And Serena says, Arthur, we are all friendly in this chat. Cruz says, Serena, that the elite handling and speed I cannot live without. And Neverweekend says, we love to be hospitable here, Arthur. And Arthur says, yeah, you all are. Kristen says, but still would be nice to be a mod, just now have to wait. Yeah, be patient. Good things come to those who wait. And Serena says, same Cruz, love the speed on the Arabian. Fast, get scared. If predators, though. Yeah, the Arabians are twitchy and they're small. A little too small for Arthur, for my tastes, but they're very popular for the channel. For example, next week we're doing the Black Arabian. Poor Buell's getting shot up, but it can't be Can't be helped. We're doing a challenge. Always approach Hanging Dog Ranch from the rear so you don't have to deal with the Gatling gun. Serena says, Arabian's just right for me if my height, LOL. And Arthur says, gosh darn O'Driscoll boys, yeah. Cruz says, have you done the Black Arabian for the horse show yet, Super Antonio? We're doing it next week, next Saturday, Cruz. And Kristen says, also Super Antonio, thing about me is I love to spread kindness. You never would see me being rude to someone in real life or messaging them in a rude way. That's a nice way to live, Christian. We need more like you. And you give hope for the youth of today, for the next generation. Neverweekend said, did you know, ironically, Arabians are war horses? I believe it. Neverweekend. And Serena says, I want the Black Arabian online. Costs too much. And Cruz says, Christian, I'm guessing never done an evil Arthur playthrough, LOL. Yeah, I was going to mention that. Cruz asks, how much online, Serena? 6,000 gold bars. Everything's overpriced online. Serena says, same Christian, well said, I'm the same too. Yes, Serena is very kind and very generous with her time. Mama One's here. Hey, and Mama One says, hey, everyone. Mama One, happy Easter. Appreciate you coming by. We only have about 5 minutes left in the chat, regrettably. 5 minutes for this video. But I shall call Sadie back. I shall recall her. Just for you, Mama One. Kristen says, Cruz, you'd be surprised. My first 2 playthroughs, it was bad honor, but not all the way to the red. Serena says, I think it's 42 gold. Up, up. Up, up, up. Come on. Come on, get up. Good girl. Say hi to Mama One. Say hi, Mama One. And like and subscribe. And subscribe to the second channel. She smells really good. She just had her bath. Mama One says, hi, Sadie, and happy Easter to you as well. Serena says, I did upload a video of stable Red Dead Online General Store. It'll be in the video. That's good to know. Christian says, hello, Mama One. We have all missed you. And Cruz says, that's a lot. LOL, how much would that be in Australian dollars? Australian dollars are called dollary dues. And Momo says, hello, Sadie. And Serena says, hi, Mama One. And I'm laughing at dollary dues. That's from The Simpsons. Neverweekend says, they really try making you pay $20 for a dang horse. It's that or 4 solid days of gold grinding. Mama One says, next week I can catch more streams because his assistant is returning to work. Well, I appreciate you being here, Mama One. And you didn't really miss much. Just kind of hanging out, talking about horses and what we had for dinner and Easter. Christian says, hello, Sadie. Glad to see you again. Beautiful girl. And Mama One said, missed you too, Christian. And Never Weekend says, what's good, Mama One? What's good, Mama One? Mama One says, hi, Starhearts. And Serena says, Antonio, you're making me laugh. Then my work here is done, Serena. Christian says, thanks, Mama One. Hope you and your husband are well and have a great Easter. Cruz says, my greatest accomplishment in online Red Dead Redemption was 5th prestige level, 50th in the first Red Dead Redemption, Red Dead 1. Well done, Cruz. Mama One says, thanks so much. Hope you have a blessed Easter. I hope all of you have a blessed Easter. Mama One says, will there be a stream tomorrow? Yes, we'll do a campfire chat at 7 p.m. PST. And then we shall return on Mondays for the final Red Dead 1 playthrough, unless I decide to do a Strange Man playthrough or a Strange Man, live stream. Still working on that video. And then on Wednesdays, we Witcher with the Witcher 3 playthrough. Serena says, I'm ranked 200 online. Can't remember GTA Online. I know it's over 400. Yeah, Serena is my go-to correspondent for all things Red Dead Online and GTA Online. Christian says, Serena, I wish you could buy items with money or gold, like a different pay in money or gold. But some of the items are just in gold are ridiculous. Yeah, that's because they want you to buy gold. Moma says, have a good Easter, Super Antonio. Thanks, friend. I appreciate it. I'd say the same to you, but I assume Momo is short for Muhammad. So, happy Ramadan, maybe? Cruz says, back in Red Dead 1 Online, you could have buffaloes and bulls as steeds. It was awesome. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Serena says, yes, Christian, the prices are ridiculous. Online, the prices. Mama One says, I'm going to try to watch Witcher just to support you. I know nothing of that game. It's a great game, Mama One. It's a fantasy game. It's medieval fantasy, so you have to like swords and armor and, dragons and stuff. But it's a lot of fun. It's as much fun as this game. For me personally, it's the only game that rivals this game for me. Momo says, nah, it is not. Okay, well, never mind, Momo. Happy Easter to you too. Serena says, you'd think it'd be cheaper online. Red Dead was Western. Days should be cheap. Arthur says, it is morning here. Well, a very good morning to you, Arthur. Kind of looking for a panther.
Good job.
Get one of those things to show up. Serena says, it is nearly 3 p.m. here. Mama One says, my son plays Red Dead Online, and it's pay to play, pretty much. Yeah, that's another reason why I don't play online. David says, 9 p.m. here. David, appreciate you being here. I know it's late for you. Cruz says, I really think you'd like Fallout 3, Super Antonio. It was a monumental game for its time. Check out gameplay when you get the chance. Buying a copy now would be really cheap. Yeah. Fallout 3. 3 Fallouts. Okay, what do we got? Fallout 3 is a 2008 action role-playing game developed by Bethesda Game Studios. Is that the one with the, The bomb shelters? I think I know this game. I think my nephew was playing this game. I think I know it, Cruz. Christian says, Super Antonio, that is true. I wonder what was the most expensive thing back in the 18 or 1900s. Things were very cheap, but I guess it was hard to make money. Well, you know, it was hard to make money, but you didn't need that much money also. And also you could live without money or with very little money. Mama once says, it doesn't have the magic of story mode, in my opinion. You're talking about Red Dead Online. And Cruz says, are you a gamer, Mama One? David says, I'm off tomorrow. Well done, David. I appreciate it. You deserve a day off. Kristen says, we all have different times, but we are all glad y'all could show up with us and chat with us viewers, mods, and Super Antonio. Can't forget the most important members, Sadie. Yeah, the sleeping member. Christian, coming through in the clutch, acting like a junior mod. David says, I like that your videos during the week are 90 minutes. Yeah, David. Well, you know, like, Free Roam Fridays and Marston Mondays are usually like 90 minutes. I want to keep the Witchers at 90 minutes. 90 minutes seem to keep everyone's attention span the best. You know, it starts, for me and this stream, it looks like viewership drops off after the first hour, and it just kind of like slows down. The chat slows down at the 90-minute mark. But not on the weekends, but which I guess makes sense. David says, so they are done by 8:30 p.m. And spoiler alert, I might be going a little lighter, like 70 or 80 minutes on Marston Mondays once we return to Marston Mondays after Red Dead 1 is over. Because, you know, those streams just aren't popular. John is not as popular as Arthur for the live crowd. Christian says, Mama One, if you don't mind, you told us your husband was shot. Is he limited to anything? Yeah, he's a vet. He was shot in Vietnam. Mama One says, not too much. I love Red Dead 2, but I used to love Left 4 Dead. That's a zombie game. Serena. Cruz says, post-apocalyptic and your bomb shelter was jeopardized, and the main character that you create has to traverse the wasteland on a mission with radiation everywhere. Yeah, I do know that game, Cruz. And you're right, I do like it. Reminds me of my nephew, though. Cruz says, Left 4 Dead was a great game. The sequel was great, too, although first game was more fun for me. Mama One. And Mama One says, I love Left 4 Dead because more weapon revivals. Was the sequel to Left 4 Dead Left 5 Dead? Serena says, LOL, Antonio, too scared for zombies. I remember the logo for Left 4 Dead was like a zombie hand that only had 4 fingers. Or it was like that, Left 4 Dead. Mama One says, yes, he is in a wheelchair and has seizures, PTSD, and he has had to have 5 back surgeries. I'm sorry to hear that, Mama One, and I'm really glad he has you. And for the last video, we get the legendary dinosaur, the Bull Gator. You used to be able to lead him back to Saint Denis, but you can't anymore. Believe me, I've tried. 18 viewers in chat. Welcome, friends. Appreciate you being here. Happy Saturday. Mama One says he was able to walk for years, but his back degraded and paralyzed him. I'm sorry to hear that. But again, I'm glad he has you. Cruz says, imagine a Super Antonio stream of him playing Left 4 Dead. His reactions would be priceless if the Hoarded got the best of him. And Led Zeppelin is here. Hey, Super Antonio. Greetings, Led Zeppelin. Happy Saturday. Christian says, I'm so sorry to hear that, Mama One. I hope he gets the seizures to calm down and the PTSD to slowly or hopefully goes away. All the best to both of you and your family. And Serena says, same Antonio. Tried to. Wouldn't follow me to Saint Denis. Yeah, they capped that. It's regrettable. And Serena says, hi, Led Zeppelin. And Mama One says, thank you so much. Many blessings to you and your family, Christian. That thing is a dinosaur. Momo says, that's sad, Mama One. Yeah, but you gotta look at the, you gotta be positive about it.
Hey, mister. Hello there.
And that, my friends, is about all I have for you tonight. I really appreciate all of you being here. Happy Saturday. We did an extra long Super Saturday horse show with Sydney Sweeney and the thumbnail. Shout out to the mods, Serena, O-Dog, David, Christian, the junior mod, Mama One. I'm glad you showed up. Appreciate you, friend. Cruz, Christian, Momo. Who else was here? Miko. Miko's gone, but thank you for being here. Never Weekend, Led Zeppelin. Thank you, friends. We shall return tomorrow night with the campfire chat. Everyone, have a great weekend, and I shall see you soon. Serena, much love to your family. Go enjoy Easter. Thank you for spending time with